Hello. I had to edit the second half of the video I taped last night because I had put my hand through my bangs, and my bangs, part of my hair was sticking straight up and it was in the camera, and I was like, I cannot have that out there for long. So when I saw it, I'm like, oh no, I have to take down my video, re-edit it, and just do half. So I'm going to swatch some of the video that I swatched yesterday that you didn't get to see. Well, maybe, I think a few people got to see the video before I took it down and caught that. So I'm going to try and use the back side of this paper. If it's not working for me well, I'm going to go ahead, because I did swatch the other colors last night on this smaller paper that worked well. So I'm actually going to turn this light on and maybe dim it a little bit just so we have a brighter light. And so I apologize for taking down the video. A couple of people caught it and asked me about it. So, yeah. Didn't want the top of my head. I had like an alfalfa sticking up off the top of my head. It was like, that's embarrassing. Oh my gosh. Okay. So let's see. Perylene green. So I am swatching I don't know if, I think I could get through the rest of my Michael Harding colors today. So I'm going to continue on. I had left off at Perylene green, and Perylene green is PBK 31. And we'll just stick a little in there. And let's see if how this back side of the paper behaves. Put a little bit more water in this paint because it's so pigmented. Okay, that's pretty light. So I'm going to get into the pigment here. Okay, this Perylene green is stunning. And this back side of the paper seems to be fine and not suffering from the same malady that the other side did yesterday. This one seems to be behaving correctly. This is such a dark color. It's wonderful for the shadows in the forest, under trees. And anyway, I don't know why I don't use it more often. It's so pretty. I almost like this more than forest green. I don't know, it's a little different. Here I'm playing with the colors, and a little bit lighter, bring it out a little bit more. All right, and I will write this in. PBK 31. And I also talked a little bit about the books I had recently been reading, and I think I posted pictures of them at the end of yesterday's video. I actually, no, I haven't done that yet. I will do that. I'm reading a book called Sipsworth right now. And I just had finished The Cemetery of Untold Stories by Julia Alvarez. I didn't really like that one. I did that on a audiobook, and I probably would have liked it better if I'd read it. I think I was distracted. I'm having a hard time focusing these days. Life's been busy, a lot of things going through my head on the regular. So maybe that's part of it. I enjoy a book by Nora Robertson that was the first book I'd ever read of hers. And I will talk a little bit more about that one in a minute. So let me go on to the next color, aqua green. That book is part of a trilogy. I think it's the Three Sisters Island, or the Sisters Island trilogy, and that was a library book. But I did end up. I wanted to get the trilogy in because it was kind of an old book. It was really hard to find. You couldn't get it in the library except for that first one. So I did get this 3-box set, even though I had read the first one already. So I can show you that book, but I really enjoyed that one. It was a cool story, had magic in it a little bit, but I think mostly was kind of it's not like practical magic, that book, but it reminded me a little bit of it. And it's, there's a romance in there that I liked. I really liked the male protagonist. He just seemed like the perfect guy. Are there any perfect guys out there? I don't know. It's not necessarily being perfect, it's perfect for you. Whatever's perfect for you. Because everybody has their individual personalities and traits, and what works for one person might not work for another. So this one is aqua green. Gosh, I talk about really weird things while I'm painting, but why not? Aqua green is PG7, PB 15.3. So I enjoy watching swatching videos, and I think that it's useful because there have been, paints that I really love now that I would never have realized that I liked them had I not watched somebody swatching it. And then there's also paints that I've seen swatched that I was like, no, that doesn't really do anything for me. So then, it could save you from a purchase that you might have made that really didn't need. Okay, next I'm going to swatch Caribbean turquoise. These turquoise colors are so brilliant and so beautiful. I just, actually this aqua green, and when I swatched the Viridian, I realized that Michael Harding's Viridian's beautiful. And I think it works really well when you mix it in, when you're doing seascapes and you want to get that turquoise, greenish glow that kind of you can see underneath the waves. I'm sure they have that in other oceans, but I see that a lot in the Pacific Ocean when I'm driving up the coast. It's just this gorgeous color that it's like an aquamarine green glow. This would work, and that's why it's aqua green. I think I want to swatch that Viridian again. Did I? I really liked it. I want to do it again. Viridian, here you are. Because that other paper, the other side of the paper, wasn't doing great. And I think I just like it. So I'm going to do it again. So. I don't think I put down enough paint. I think depending on who makes the colors, it can make it or break it. I really love Michael Harding's Burnt Sienna. And I like his quinacridone gold. Well, I actually like all of his paints, but like, you know, for ones that would become like a favorite. So, and I think of all the Viridians I've tried, this one is the nicest. Okay, so this one is Caribbean turquoise. And that's a mouthful. It's PB 15.3 and PG7. And Viridian, I will have to look on this side. PG 18. I sure hope my hair's not standing up again. Oh well. That was funny. All right. Throw that back in there. Put this one back in there. Now on to this one, which is quite a mouthful. It's Phthalocyanine turquoise. Phthalocyanine turquoise. And yesterday when I swatched it, oh, you know what? I actually have some more still down here on this palette, so I don't have to waste it. Is that the right one? Yep. Okay, now the paper's getting wonky again. So this color had reminded me a little bit of the Cobalt Turquoise Light by Winsor Newton and Old Holland. And I swatched those in I think in my last video. I did a comparison of those two. But this is a very nice color. It's more opaque. Let's see the pigments for that one. There's 50 million of them. Okay, let's see. Phthalo cyanine, turquoise, and it's PB 15.3 and PW6 that's a 6, trust me, and PW4. And the next color is Vivid Blue. This one, I like it. I like all of them. I don't know. Let's get this water. This is Vivid Blue. It's PW4, PW6, PB 15.3, and PG7. So this has an awful lot of pigments in there to create this color. And it is very opaque. And I am going to smush it around a little bit to get the lighter tone to come out. Vivid Blue. I don't see this as really being vivid, but that's the name of it. This seems almost pastel-y to me. Vivid blue, and it's PW4. PW6, PB 15.3, and PG7. And the next color is lavender. It's a very pretty color, but I think it mixed with my indigo that was next to it. Let me do a fresh swatch here. Lavender. It's very pretty. I like the lavender that Daniel Smith has too, but I also like this one, so I'm not sure which one is my favorite of these. I think one of these days I should do a comparison video of different pigments that I have in different brands, and do the side by side. I like those too. I think this is very similar to Daniel Smith's lavender. Maybe Daniel Smith's might be a little bit bluer. Okay, lavender. And that is PW6. PV. Okay, PV 15 and PB 29. So opaque. Okay. And the next color is cerulean blue. It's a very pigmented cerulean, but it's a true cerulean. It's really very nice. I like mixing cerulean with raw umber a little bit for skies. I know that sounds weird, but I've done it a lot with oil paints. I either mix a little bit of raw umber in my King's Blue light and some of the cerulean sometimes, because I like in my landscapes to make very dramatic looking skies. Anyway, this is a beautiful blue. This is cerulean. And the pigment for the cerulean blue is PB36. All right, now we're going on to, oh, there goes my timer. I will be back. Okay, I'm back, and we left off, and we're gonna do lapis lazuli. Lapis lazuli. This is a very nice lapis lazuli. You will see. Okay, the paper is acting up, but I can get it to work. Just keep persevering. Very nice lapis. Sometimes lapis lacks. It's very hard to get pigment out in any. It can be very, very light. And this one is nice. I like it. And lapis lazuli, and it is a natural earth. They didn't list the pigment because I think the pigment comes from the gemstone. All right, look how pretty that is. Oh, so nice. All right, the next color I'm going to swatch is ultramarine blue, a staple in everyone's palette. I don't use it as much as I use a lot more when I think I use a lot of ultramarine blue in oils for mixing and such, but it is a beautiful blue. It's just not necessarily the one I go to all the time. It's not like I don't like it. It's just not the one that I don't get called to using it very often. It's very pretty. It is very nice. And I think it granulates. Ultramarine blue. And I think usually the ultramarine blues that I tend to really like I like the French ultramarine, which I think has a little bit more of a violet tone to it maybe. But this one is, maybe I need to rethink it and use more ultramarine blue. PB29. If you want to list in the comments what your favorite blue is, I'd be really interested to hear. What are the blues that you like to use the most? Which is your favorite blue? And I always like to see people's comments, and I like to, we have a conversation on there. So it's more personal that way. The next one is Prussian blue. Okay. I'll just dab my brush in. Another lovely color. me get that darkest tone in there for you. You can see, oof, that's thick. Okay, screw this back on. Get a little bigger. Okay, that's going to take a while to dry. All right. Had PB27. And the next one is indigo. Oh, I think I have indigo over there. Yep. Already. I think it's the indigo. Let me try this real quick here. Yeah. It's beautiful. Indigo is very lovely. This one says good light fastness, very good or whatever, but it's not excellent. So that is a problem with most indigos in general, that they're beautiful colors, but they are not as light fast as most of the other colors are. But very good light fast isn't bad. It's just not excellent. And I guess we should be striving for excellence. I mean, depends on what you're using these paints for. I should do a light fast test on this indigo. Yeah, it says, where are my glasses? Here we are. I'm gonna read. Light fastness. Oh, it just says good. Staining power. It does have staining power. That's good for that. Medium granulation, and it's transparent. PBK6, PB15, and PY19. Okay, now I have two more over here in this kind of blue and gray area. This one's called Cosmic Blue, and it's a proprietary color, unique to Michael Harding. So we have that one. Where will I do it? So I'll do it over here. Cosmic Blue. Oh, this would be really nice at night. Oh yeah, this would work really well for like a starry night. a night sky space scene. It's beautiful, muted, dark blue. Paint the galaxy with this. Cosmic blue, and it is PBK 11 and PB 15.1, and I think I can fit Moonlight over here. So now Moonlight, I don't think it's really a blue, it's more of a gray. I think so. Oh. It's like a violet gray, maybe. Kind of purpley. Oh, I think this is very similar to Daniel Smith's, what is that one? Oh my gosh. Okay, my mind just went blank. It's a paint I have, and I like, and I use it. But I can't remember the name of it in the moment. Moonlight. And okay, this has 3 different pigments on there. PG 18, PB 29, and PR 177. Moon Glow, that's it. Similar to, I think it's similar to Moon Glow from Daniel Smith. Okay, so I'm going to put this to the side to dry. And grab, so now you'll get to see me do some swatching on this smaller pad of paper. And I'll test it out, and that way you can see if you like it. If you're interested in ordering it from the Case for Making, they have a website. You can order everything that I can get in the store online. Okay, so let's see. What we'll do is gonna go with the purples now. Oh, I forgot. Oh, I didn't do Indian Throne Blue. Indian Throne Blue. Forgot all about that one. Put this over here. It reminds me of ultramarine blue. I'm sure it's probably pretty different though. Let me compare. No, it's darker. It's got a different tone. This paper's nice and thirsty. It's a good paper. Let me write it out. And the pigment is W215. Oh no, it's not. I don't know what that is. What is that? I was like, I've never heard of that. PB60. All right, and we're gonna go with, I want to find my belladonna. And okay, so we'll start with Potter's Pink. He has a really nice Potter's Pink, so you will see. It's like a dusty rose. There's a color in Deep Deep Light called Rose Marrakesh that I absolutely adore, and this is reminding me a little bit of that. Okay. Use up all the paint here. Okay. Well, Potter's Pink. And that is PR233. All right, let's go with Corinthian Purple. Well, that kind of has almost a magenta undertone. It's very nice. Oh, it's really pretty. I barely use this, if at all. So really kind of, I get paints and sometimes they just sit in a tub and I forget that I have them and I don't use them. Okay. Corinthian Purple. And that is PR112, PB29, and PV23. All right, now on to Belladonna. This is a specialty color that Michael Harding developed, and it is unique to his brand, Belladonna. I guess there's a berry or a plant, berry on a plant that is, well, belladonna is a plant, and it's, isn't it a poison or something makes you go to sleep, or this is a beautiful, rich, gorgeous purple. Oh, my hair's not sitting up like last night. And this is PV23, PR112, and PB29. Yeah. And the last purple is Perylene Violet. Let's give this a whirl. I haven't really used that one either, so I'm just gonna go across the bottom here with this one. It's kind of almost maroony. Look, it comes on kind of like a maroon. It's okay. It's not a favorite. It's all right. I mean, it's pretty. I mean, it's just all about preference. Personal preference. Let's see what it looks like when it dries. But I definitely prefer the belladonna. And I love the Perylene green. And I think this is the first Perylene violet I've ever purchased. So. And that is PV29. All right, I'm gonna set this aside to dry. I'm gonna rinse out a couple of these. I'll be right back. Okay, now we're gonna do our reds and roses. Let's see what that one is. That's brown, okay. So we're gonna start with Rose Durée. My favorite Rose Durée is Winsor Newton. I think it's a little orange. There's a kind of more of an orange tone to it. It's this one. I'm gonna have to get it to be the Rose Durée that I love. I think I have to add a lot more water. So there's good and positives to being highly pigmented for sure, but sometimes you just have to work the color more with water in order to get it to the tone you want. So let's try this Rose Durée. And I'm using the back side of a piece of paper that I swatched on last night. And yeah. I kind of wonder if I should. No, that's good. Yeah. Oh yeah, it's nice when I think it's gonna dry with those undertones that I like in the Rose Durée. So Rose Durée PY97 and PV19. Oh, that's really nice. Yeah. I'm gonna just try something really quickly here. Well, I kind of want to do a comparison just because I'm curious and I'm here with my paints right now and I want to know. Okay, I'll have to go into this drawer. All right, so I'm going to swatch next to it the Winsor Newton Rose Durée, and then you can tell me what you think. I don't know, this is really beautiful actually. So it might be hard to know which one is. Oh, this Rose Durée from Winsor Newton is not as strong. I'm gonna have to add more paint. So the Rose Durée from Winsor Newton is lighter, and it has a little bit more of an orange tone to it. And I don't know. I really don't know if I like it more than this one. They're a little different. Okay, we'll wait and see what they look like when they dry. So this is Winsor Newton Rose Durée. Okay. Let's see what that pigment is. If it's different, probably not. PV, oh yeah, it is different. This one is PV19 and PY97. So the formulation's a little different. It's actually, okay, so they flipped it. So this is a little more of that. I don't know what PV19 is, but that's more forward of the PV19 than that one. Okay, interesting. All right, next color we're going to swatch out here is Quinacridone Rose. All right, this is going to be a strong one, I think. Yep. A little goes a very long way. All right. I'm gonna just quinacridone down. Rose. And quinacridone rose is PV19. Okay, so interesting. So this has more of this pigment in. It seems so. They don't seem the same. Anyway, in the comments you could tell me which of these two Rose de Rays you prefer. That would be nice to see people's opinions. All right, next color is I'm going to do will be alizarin claret. This is a lovely red. I like alizarins. And the thing with the cooler colors, if you have a limited palette, better to have a cool, a cooler red, for instance, because you can always add yellow to make it warm. And on the, for mixing, but I'm going to show you this scarlet I love. I love scarlet reds, actually. It's like my favorite. Alizarin Crimson, PR 177. And Rich Scarlet. Rich Scarlet. It's a warmer red. Work really well for tomatoes, I think. If you like to do still lives and paint tomatoes. My favorite scarlet is Deep Scarlet from Daniel Smith. That one, I love it so much. I actually add it to a lot of my palettes. So I have. We all have our favorites. Rich Scarlet. And it's PR 112. And the last red I'm going to do here is Pyrrole Red. I discovered recently Holbein's Pyrrole Rubin, and I really like that one. That is a very, very great red. Let's do this one over here in this corner. Let's see how this Pyrrole Red matches up. That's a great red. This will take some work to get it lighter. I'm gonna have to really rinse out my brush here. Theme of the day with Michael Harding: a little goes a long way. You need to learn how to use it in terms of, you know, the water control. If you want to have, if you don't want it to get too dark or too opaque. Well, I think Pyrrole Red. It's like a, is that a fire engine red type thing? Yeah, I think so. PR 254. Okay, and that's it for the reds. And then I'm going to work on the back of this sheet. For the remaining colors, there are browns. And I have a burnt sienna, permanent brown, let's see, dark Morellone earth, earth of cypress, Van Dyke brown. Oh, I have two earth of cypresses, so I'll just use the one. I ordered two by accident once. Oh, okay. Let's go with the burnt sienna. I did bring out my two books that one that I just finished reading that I was talking about by Nora Roberts. Well, I'd never read her book. She's not like a literary genius, but her books are entertaining and enjoyable. And this one is the first one I've ever read of hers, and it's called Dance Upon the Air. Book one in the Three Sisters Island trilogy. And it was a very nice escape. It's very nice. It's actually a perfect book for the fall. If you're looking for a cozy read. And there's some, well, I don't want to spoil anything, but it's interesting. It's a good book. I liked it. And like I think I said earlier, it's not practical magic, but it just somehow kind of reminded me a little bit of that feel in a way. If I can, I don't know why. It's really not the same. But so this is burnt sienna, a beautiful burnt sienna, and nicely transparent. I love transparent colors myself. I just love them. It's my preference. Oh, speaking of transparent colors, the opposite of transparent would be gouache, right? So I found that I've never tried beam colors before, and I've been getting a little curious, and they have a gouache set in these little dry pans, and I'm really interested in looking for gouache that's dry, because I don't want to carry around a bunch of tubes of paint when I'm out painting. And I know that you have to kind of have a wet towel or something underneath, because the gouache dries a lot very quickly out in the sun. Gouache for me works best when I'm inside the house. There's so many wonderful gouache artists. Nathaniel Bice here in San Francisco is fantastic, and he does all gouache, these wonderful landscapes and paintings out of, he's just mastered that. There's others, that have mastered that art of using gouache in plein air. I'll venture out and try it again sometime. Right now, I'm just fascinated and in love with watercolor. It's working for my lifestyle right now, because I paint in a breakfast room until I have a bigger space or a studio of some kind set up with more ventilation. This has ventilation, but this is next to our kitchen, and I don't like painting in oils in the house. I just don't. They say it's safe, but I don't know. All right, Earth of Cypress. Oh, and then the other book I just started reading. I found this in the bookstore, and I just thought, oh, this looks, I don't know why, I just thought it would look good. And it's an Indie Next Selection, Diane Rem Book Club Selection. And it's called Sipsworth, and it's by Simon Van Bowie. And it looks like it's going to be a nice heartwarming tale. And again, another nice read for the fall. So I just started that one. Okay. If you like to read or listen to audiobooks, I'd be interested to hear what you guys are reading. Oh, another thing, before I forget, please take a moment to like, and if you would, subscribe to my channel. It helps me grow, and it helps have my videos show up when people do a search. So having interaction with the video, liking, subscribing, commenting, that all really does help to share my content with their algorithms that they use in YouTube. This is Earth of Cypress. It's a beautiful brown, gorgeous. Yeah. And PBR7. Look at that, so pretty. These two are so beautiful. I love the earth tones, really do. Okay, oh, you're in for a treat. Permanent Brown. I really like this one too. Oh my goodness. Oops, I need that. This is a gorgeous reddish brown. You will see. could have given it more room. I could have done it down here. Okay, this is permanent brown. And PBR 25. And now dark Morellone Earth. And I think Morellone is similar to the Caput Mortum. Just an Italian name for the same thing. But we will see here. Yeah, this is a Caput Mortum. It's Morellone. Ooh, it's dark. Try to take some of the pigment out so you can see the undertones. Okay. Dark. Morellone Earth. And that is PR 101. Last but not least, we have Van Dyke Brown. Okay, open up. Where will I put you? That's nice. It's almost like a sepia. It's a very gray brown, gray blackish brown. Van Dyke Brown, and it's granulating. Lily Moon's favorite Van Dyke Brown is from Schminke. I have that somewhere. One of these days it'd be nice to grab a few of these and compare. Let's see which ones I like the best. Okay, this is Van Dyke Brown. Almost looks black. PBR8. Uh-huh. Yeah, I like this page. It's nice. All right. I'm going to let these dry. I will take pictures at the end of them, of what I've swatched overall, once they're dry. I've swatched on both sides. I swatched over 2 days. Unintentionally had to redo some of this. But I appreciate you being here and sharing your time with me. And yeah, I will be back. Thank you very much for being here, and I hope that there was something that you saw that you might like. Or if you don't like these paints, you can give me that comment too. Just give me your thoughts. I love the comments. I love the conversation. Let's keep it going. Have a great day. Good night.